Happy Scooter Day, everybody. Let's see. Howdy doody. Yes. Let's see. What's up, Dennis boy? Or Dents boy, rather, not Dennis. My bad. Bo. And 2 super chats right out of the gate from Scott Edwards. Let's see. Thank you, man. I think after Skeleton Crew, we should just go straight into Mando Season 4, then a movie. How do you think Skeleton Crew will connect to Mandoverse? One of the villains in it is from Mando Season 3. I did see that. How it connect, honestly, I don't really know. I don't really have any good ideas as far as how it will connect in the grand scheme of things. Really, I hate saying that, but I really have no idea. I don't even have a thought as to how it'll eventually tie into it all. But I'm excited to check it out regardless. Oh no, shit. I always forget to turn that back on. There we go. Sorry. Fixed it. All right. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I would how they'll tie in. But yeah, the pirate guy that got away at the end, not at the end, but in Mando Season 3, after he took out the Pirate King guy, forget his name. The one little foot soldier managed to get off and get away. He'll be popping up again in Skeleton Crew. But how, Jude Law and his little band of miscreants fit into the grand picture of things, I have no idea. Mandoverse gets too much hate. I love all the shows. Dude, it's kind of crazy. I get it though. Like, there's no way to go from, there's just no way to avoid it anymore. Cause, dude, like, if you even enjoy it, you're fake, you're wrong, or whatever. It's just like there's a subsection of people that are just mad that anybody enjoys it to the point they just make stuff up and reasons to. Not saying that none of them have faults, because, dude, Book of Boba Fett, aside from a couple of episodes, it had some real rough spots. Like, I cannot sugarcoat it at all. Book of Boba Fett was rocky. It was pretty rocky. I still enjoyed it for the highlights, but it was definitely problematic. I don't understand the hate for Mando Season 3 at all. That one I really don't. But yeah, people have been trying to tear into Ahsoka as well. I don't know. It's just it's Star Wars, man. You are never not going to get rid of the negativity anymore. Book of Boba Fett and Mando Season 3 are the only ones I get the hate for, which is understandable. They had great moments, though. See, Book of Boba Fett, I understand. And again, great moments within that. There were some high highs, but I think there was some pretty low lows. Mando Season 3, really, I just don't get it. I really don't get it. Because I debatably, depending on the day, I think Mando Season 3 is better than Mando Season 1 and 2. What's up, Dense Boy? Bo? Big D? Why couldn't the Sunflower hide its bike? It's lost its pedals. And I forgot to put the limiter back on from when I was recording. That's why the music was a little overbearing in the beginning. Would you rather get a Sam Raimi Spider-Man 4 or another Deadpool movie after Deadpool 3? I'd probably go for the Spider-Man 4. All things considered. What's up, Stixie? Oh, hey, Eric, thank you for the super chat, man. Coming to you live from work at Taco Bell. It's Real Eric. Hope you have a smooth day today, man. But thanks for stopping in. I hope you're on your break. Hope you don't get in trouble. But just keep it in your ear and listen. But thanks, man. How excited are you for the Spider-Man 2 game? I am very excited. Very, very, very excited to see. It comes out, next week? Can't wait for my 19 inches of Venom. I mean, where's the Doom Patrol reactions? check the posts on the community tab. Our release schedule I post each weekend. It'll be coming tomorrow. Dropping in to say hi. Love the shirt. Well, thank you. I do as well. Hope you're having a good Saturday, Isa. Have I seen Dune yet? The first one, part 1, yeah. I have a review on the channel for it. Potent Potables. Nice. And season 1 and 2 and Andor are the only ones I like, honestly, not hating. Yeah, Book of Boba Fett is definitely the one I feel like is just generally the weakest. Like, I don't feel like there's any debate there to be had. And again, that doesn't say that you can't enjoy it overall, because I definitely feel that way. But yeah, I would put it and then probably Obi-Wan towards the bottom if I were to like rank every Mandoverse season we've got so far, or Disney Plus season we've got so far. But they still have some shining moments. Did you hear they were planning on doing a soft reboot of the MCU? I think that comes to peace. I think that's expected, or at least implied with the coming titles of the Avengers movies, because if it is anything like the comics, a soft reboot does follow. But all it is right now is speculation. No, there's been no confirmation on anything as of yet. It's mostly just people taking swings and guesses right now, or just weird reports. Also watched the MI7 reaction earlier today. I don't know if you noticed, but the villain played Deathstroke in Titans. Did he? I could not tell without him having that full-on goatee. I did not even recognize that that was the same guy. Wow, cool. I did not know that. He looked familiar, but in a very different kind of way. What's up, Scott? Another super chat. Thanks, man. I'm at peace with this ST, best I can be now. 9 is the only film I like because it does its best to undo clusterfuck that was 7 and 8. Rey's a good character. I like her defeating Palpatine. Excited for Rey. I'm very curious to see what they will do moving forward when they eventually, inevitably, have to cross that road. But yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat, I'd say, with that. Daredevil series is being completely rewritten. I saw that. I saw all of that, man. Oh my lord. I was, you know, I'm glad they decided to just kind of start over and be like, rather than push on and release something half-assed, they have expectations to live up to with Daredevil. And they have to make that one work. If they mess that one up, ooh, I think they will definitely shoot themselves in the foot, and I don't know if they can really kind of smooth that over. Doom Patrol's episodes 7 and 8 were really good, especially 8. Dude, 8 was kind of fun. 8 was a lot of fun. I like both episodes quite well. Cliff, man. Oh my god. Oh my lord, Cliff. Anyway, my reactions to those will be out tomorrow, and then I'll have a more, you know, hopefully a more timely release next week. I'm planning to drop it Friday, if I remember right, from the new schedule I put up this morning for the coming week. That's kind of what I'm hoping to do. Did I see the MK1 Omni-Man trailer yet? I did. I'm so glad they included one that his what do you call it? That fatal blow, and then the train. I was really hoping they would do the train. Hell yeah, dude. Okay, well, would you get a Sam Raimi 4 or a Zack Snyder's Justice League 2, which would be twice as long as the first Zack Snyder's Justice League? Spider-Man 4. I'll take Spider-Man 4. Because the DC universe, man, even if we were going back retroactively, I'm just ready to just burn it to the ground and see what happens next. So happy you reacted with the Real Rejects. I hope one day you can co-join their channel's League of Reactors. Yeah, that would be fun. Need to actually I mean, it sucks being like on the opposite side of the country for me. But one day, I'm sure it'll happen. Finally felt in the mood for Gen V. Seen the first 2 episodes, and I had a really good time with them. Liking how it feels in the same world, but its own thing. Classic fashion. I keep seeing wild new stuff. Dude, I said this, I think, before. I'm enjoying Gen V Season 1 so far, these episodes, more than the entirety of Season 3 of The Boys at this point. That's just where I'm at. Congrats on being with another Real Reject. Yeah, it's our first time, me and John. I don't know, I watched a little bit of it, like the final product, like the post. I don't know what was going on with my camera in some of those shots where it seemed like I was losing frames, but like, on my recording, it was fine. So I don't know if something happened in the edit or something happened when they downloaded my footage or whenever I sent my footage. Some of it seemed a little choppy. So I don't know, I have no idea what that was, but that was something I noticed. Thankfully, during the reaction, it's not that bad, but the punch-ins, when it punches into me, it was just like, ah, damn it. Star Wars hate is due to the sequel trilogy being a huge disappointment, I think. Oh yeah, it's 100%. Like, Star Wars, it'll be a long time before you see any of that dissipate or slow down. I just don't talk about it anymore. I just don't talk about it. I talk about the things I enjoy. I'll critique the things that I do feel like are a problem. So like, but like, I don't talk. I try to minimize talking about the things that I don't like. So yeah. So I try not to touch on that too much. If you were a Spider-Man, you could add 1 power to yourself, and it would be any power. What would you choose? Probably the healing factor, or just the physical enhancements. You know, speed, reaction time, strength, and all that. Evening all. What's up, Janine? What's up, Toy Maker's cat? But the Toy Maker actually confirmed to be coming around. This will be fun, fun, fun. I'll be streaming or uploading Spider-Man 2. I will be, that is the plan. I will be trying to, I don't know if I'll stream it. I don't know if I'll pre-record. Either way, I will be putting it on the channel. So, keep an eye out for that. I heard that they're going to make Daredevil a law procedural, that it wasn't very violent, and that we weren't going to see in his costume until episode 4. Glad they realized those are good ideas. You mean aren't good ideas? Because they scrapped all that. That was the stuff that got scrapped. So, yeah, I don't know. So, I don't know. Maybe I misread that or you mistyped it, one of the two, but yeah. After hearing what they were going to do, I'm definitely glad that they decided to flip that around. Now that we're a character down, bringing back Renner to Mission 8 would be cool. I'm still surprised they've never even mentioned him since he disappeared. Do you think Shamika Moore could actually play the live-action Miles Morales? He said he might want to do it. If it was an older Miles, maybe. Maybe. Honestly, I like the sequel trilogy main characters. Bring them back and use them better. Yeah, I never had a problem with any of the characters. Obviously there are some things to critique about Rey as a protagonist, but I wasn't hung up on it as much as a lot of people. But it was noticeable, and it was definitely something that Disney has made a habit of doing across multiple movies. Not just in Star Wars, but just in general. But they were all enjoyable. I honestly wanted more of them together. But my favorite addition was Poe, dude. Poe was one of my favorites of the new characters. And I really feel like they really screwed over Finn, man. Okay, you did mean art. Okay, good. That's what I thought. Did you see the latest Doctor Who trailer a few weeks back? Looks epic. I have. So many people have asked me about it, so I've had to answer that a lot. Yeah, I have watched it. I just didn't react to it. I understand killing off Han and Leia, but killing off Luke was so random in my opinion. How it happened was random. Like, it doesn't... It just seems like they just did it for the lulz. I don't know. It made no sense to me. But, whatever. Han is the only one... Han and Leia, I get. Leia, like, you can't do that. Real world thing interjected itself. There's no way around that. And Han, if the only way you would even have Han with Harrison Ford behind it is if he got killed. That was always going to be a demand that Harrison Ford had. Like, you will not have Harrison Ford on the in the movie and have that character live. Daredevil hype is so high, I'm sleeping good knowing they're trying to make it good and that they're taking their time with it. Me too. Me too. I'm glad they are not just trying to pump it out as fast as they can. I think the Mandoverse will end with maybe Bo-Katan or Ahsoka making the ultimate sacrifice to defeat Thrawn. Then the First Order will begin to build in the shadows. I don't know. I don't know if we'll have a big sacrifice by the end of it all or not. I hope not. I personally hope not. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Amazing Spider-Man 3 over Spider-Man 4 and Zack Snyder's Justice League 2 for me. I'm so jaded in the Amazing Spider-Man movies, whereas I'm not so much with the Sam Raimi ones. They would have to get a director and a writer that I'm confident in. Andrews, as we've seen, is not strong enough. Like, he's great. He's amazing in that role, and I really want to see him done justice. Like, I think the best that character was handled was in No Way Home. In the way that he got to incorporate into everything else. Like, he was always the best parts of both of his movies. Him and Emma Stone were both the best parts of those movies. The superheroing of it all, for me, not so much. If they could, like, sell me on an Amazing Spider-Man 3, I would be all for that, because I want that redemption arc to go even farther for him in that role. But if I wanted to be safe and confident in where I think something might go that I might enjoy most, is Spider-Man 4, if we're keeping the same creative teams around. Because, again, Zack Snyder's Justice League 2 just is another piece of the puzzle for the incomplete story that we would still have to hope for a 3 to get the answers to our conclusion to that piece of the puzzle. And then again, I'm so scorned by DC at the moment, man. I can't. I can't bring myself to get too excited for it, even for something like that. Another super chat from Eric. I'm playing DJ, so all my coworkers are listening in too. Love the reaction you did with John. Hell yeah. You're really subjecting your coworkers to this? What are you doing? You're evil, you sadist. Where do I leave off here? I just wish we got to see Rey and Kylo fight Palps. Like, they get in the pose and he could have done double sabers, a chef's kiss. But nah, screw a cool team-up fight, right? Yeah, dude, I feel like they dropped the ball on that too. I agree. They should have fought together. And I still don't like that Kylo died in the end. I don't know. And the double sabers thing. Everything was cool up until double sabers. Like, the whole thing was so cringy. We're only 2 episodes in, but I already love season 2 of Loki more than season 1. I don't know. I don't know if I could say that just yet, because a lot of that faith is built off of our connection we built over that. They feel very distinct of one another, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I feel about it right now. I need to see the greater season as a whole, but I am enjoying the crap out of what we have at the moment. What's up, Mercenary? What's up, Luis? Got tickets for the Marvels yet? Are you excited? I am excited. Have I got my tickets yet? No! I haven't pre-ordered tickets for a movie in a while, man. It's been like years, so I don't feel the need. I'll get the tickets when I go see the movie. My theater, I'll have seats. Even the most anticipated movies of the year, I've been able to get seats. The theaters, I've never, the last time I had to, there was even any sold out showings was for Endgame, and there hasn't been since. Ended up watching X-Files from the beginning, but I still thank you for the list. Saving it for Halloween. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. How far have you gotten so far? I'm in the, I think on episode 13 on my rewatch. I'm going kind of slow because it's been real busy this past week, so it's been a little rough, but I'm trying to get through it as well. I like to think that Ahsoka visited Luke off screen to help him back to being hopeful, or maybe remembered a memory of her to help bring him back. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Like if we're talking about in 9, like an off-screen thing in 9, I'm not sure exactly what you mean there. DCEU was too busy trying to catch up to the MCU and didn't care about storytelling. Yup. And I do think that Zack Snyder had a clear vision, and I think it could have been cool. It definitely was not going to work for everybody. It was not going to work for everybody. Because even a lot of the things that he wanted to do, some of them are still pretty controversial. Would have been. But overall, like, I think that he had a plan in mind, but the studios do what studios do, and they really shot him in the foot with that. Would I have liked to have seen his entire 5-part epic come to a conclusion? Sure. But yeah, they really screwed him over, used that tragedy against him, which is still so fucked up, man. How that all went down. I still disagree with the choices made in BVS, regardless. I still don't like how that movie was handled at all. But the overall picture was something I would have not mind seeing. But at this point, I'm ready to move the F on at this point. Curious, what program did you use to stream together? It looked great. Well, we just recorded individually to our own systems. And we communicated with each other over Zoom. So we just recorded ourselves and the thing, and then they just sync it all together, and then, you know, cut between all the thingamabobs. We weren't like watching it, because you can watch Party through Amazon, which is what we did, to watch it together at the same time. But as far as our recordings for our cameras, it was all done locally to our stations, and then they just married them together while we were talking to each other over Zoom. Which ability from Gen V is your favorite, and is one that you would like to have? Probably if we're talking like the main players, I would probably say I'd probably go with Kate. The pushing ability. So many ways you could abuse that, but I feel like it's the most useful. Because anytime somebody asks me like what ability I would like to have, I think practically to how it would make my life easier, that would be a good one. I mean, I can't think of any other ones we've seen so far that I would have been like that one. But yeah, I'd go with that. Real Rejects video. I'd love a Spider-Man 4. I think going a Logan style would be cool. Either like protecting his Spider Kid or Miles. Make it a bit darker. I know most might not agree, but I'd be down. I mean, it sounds interesting. Forgot about the Star Wars sequel. At least the bad parts. Is 9 the only ST film you like too? No. 7's the only one that I think is actually a decent movie. I enjoy 7, but not because I think it's good. It was enjoyable in like kind of an over-the-top realistic way. It felt the closest to traditional Star Wars in a way, but it like everything else after that point was just a mess for me that didn't connect. But 7's the only one I actually enjoy. like, without too many complaints. Another super chat. Top 10 Star Wars good guys. I'm gonna incorporate the, like, everything. So, Darth Revan, number 1. Anakin's a good guy in the end. Like, I'm talking to Anakin Skywalker, and we're not talking Darth Vader or any of that. Anakin. This is in no order. I'm just gonna give you 10 good guys. Darth Revan, Ahsoka, Anakin, Luke, Cassian. I'll count him as a hero, as a good guy, even though he's very morally not. I'll include him. He's a protagonist. Ezra. Cal Kestis is definitely high up on that list. Marin is on that list. R2-D2 for sure. And Poe. Just off the top of my head, those are where I'm at. You know what? Hold on. Sorry. Bye, Poe. Obi-Wan. I forgot Obi-Wan. And Qui-Gon. Thank you. Bruh. Yeah, Qui-Gon. Well, Qui-Gon's in there too. Shuffle out R2-D2. We're gonna leave off. It was not on that comment. But I will get to that. I have a hard stop at 6, so I'm gonna try to not linger too much. Jamie, you are correct though. What are your thoughts on Superior Spider-Man? That's the Doc Ock one, right? I don't know. I've checked out at that point. I'm not a Marvel Comics guy, but I did hear about that and read up on it a little bit. It's weird. I wasn't too into the idea, but I'm not into too many Marvel Comics ideas most of the time, especially when it comes to Spider-Man. I mean, he's my favorite character of theirs, but I think they just don't know what to do half the time. Jensen Ackles said he would appear in Gen V. However, I think it's just as an old commercial or news report, and then coming up, the season 3 finale and Webweaver will also be in season 4 of The Boys. I don't know who the fuck Webweaver is, but I'm wondering if this, like, controlling the Soup's virus thing they're working on is maybe part of why they took him away in cryo sleep. Maybe this is all a way for them to like, well, one, if it's a virus, they could affect all Soups, but maybe the hopes is that now that they've captured him is to control him. Invincible Season 2 trailer is out. Really? I'll have to check that out. Again, I won't be doing a reaction to it, sadly, but I will definitely be checking it out. Yes, it's nice to finally have the tour maker confirmed, even though we pretty much guessed it. Yeah, pretty much everybody was going that route. Good evening from Liverpool, UK. There's a Real Rejects defo sabotaged your feed with that mashup for MI7. Oh yeah, something happened there. Blue Beetle flopped. Aquaman has no hype for it. Yeah, that's for sure. Also, rumors are that they were going to kill Foggy and Karen in DD Born Again in the first episode. I did read that, and I would not have been okay with that. Jeffrey Dean Morgan is playing a character named Monkey. That's not his name. Butcher just calls him that because when he was younger, he got ear blah blah by a monkey that Compound V was tested on, and he has oh my god. I don't know, I thought the trailer for Aquaman 2 looked good. I like the trailer, but yeah, I do feel like there's no hype around it. Have I seen Gravity Falls? I've not. I have not seen Gravity Falls. I know it is beloved, but I've not seen it yet. I loved BB-8 most. BB-8 was fun. A hacks as fuck character, but fun. BB-8 is my favorite basketball. That's fair. So used to seeing you react to it, but wasn't sure. Not long to wait now, maybe 4 weeks away. Still not a given date for yet. I still think that's weird that they haven't given a date yet. If they killed Foggy and Karen in the first episode, that would be disrespectful as fuck. Netflix Daredevil fans would boycott it. A fair amount would definitely be. Have you ever watched Gravity Falls? Somebody literally just asked me that. Actually, it was you. Don't spam comments. Thoughts on Ezra having brown hair and not blue? I didn't even notice it till I re-looked at a pic, and I think it's one of those transitions / changes to live actions that are fine. Yeah, I didn't even think about it. I don't believe he actually has blue hair. I don't think that's what was going to happen there. I don't know. I don't think that's the thing. I think that's one of those things like in animation, like, yeah, it looks blue, but I don't think it's intended to be blue. That makes sense. Oh, Daredevil gets a suit like his first red one, slightly brighter with the DD logo. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Who's my Spidey? Toby, Andrew, or Tom? I mean, Toby was my first live-action Spider-Man, but I think Tom is my favorite Spider-Man, like actor in the role. I knew Ezra had blue. They all said I was crazy. The toys of Ezra were black hair. Then I got a haircut and it looked black, but it was blue. Yeah, I think it looks blue, but I think it's intended to be black. I've never thought he had blue hair, even though there's a highlight to it. Theory is that Kylo died because he did what his grandfather couldn't, and that was save his girl. So that's all he needed to do in life. Peace out. Have you seen the film The Creator? No, I have not. I have not had any time to go to the theater since Saw X, which I still haven't even recorded a review for. I've seen it 2 weeks ago, and I have not had time to record a review for it. Do you like Daredevil costume or his OG Season 1 look? I love the costume, but his earlier look is just so great. I love the homemade look. I actually prefer the black suit that, you know, from Season 1. I like it. I like it a lot. It's just, I don't know. Something about it, just, it does it for me. Which actor's performance in Gen V have you been enjoying the most? Performance. That's a tough one. I mean, they've all been given really good performances, but if I had to pick one, it would probably be Andre or Kate, because I think we get the most range of emotions out of them. What do you think of Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor? He was not Lex Luthor. I did not like it at all, and he had magic powers. He was an omniscient entity. Gonna be so funny if The Marvels is actually gonna be a good movie. Haters are gonna be quiet. No, they'll be loud. They'll make something up. Even if it turned out to be a great, amazing movie and all that stuff, there's a subsection of people that they'll make something up to complain about. I don't like the condiment Daredevil suit. I'm usually okay with it because I just don't see it that much. Yeah, I'm iffy on it. It is definitely my least favorite, you know. Have I met haters? They don't care if it's a good movie. Oh, this is you responding to the haters gonna be quiet comment. Yeah, they'll find something up. Episode 6 finished last night. We're gonna slow as studies have started again, and apparently they're a priority. Did you catch that Tooms was supposed to have reappeared this year? Yeah, I did. I've made a post about it, actually. You know, on the anniversary when he would be coming out of his hibernation. Would you want to see Brenton Thwaites as Nightwing from the Titans Max show, again, as DCU? I think he was a good casting. I would not mind having him return to the role. You know, I have somebody that actually understands Nightwing right for Nightwing. You know, I think that could be fun. Got another super chat. Where would Bo-Katan rank on your list? I mean, probably somewhere. I'm not going to do a full top 20 or anything, but probably in the 10 to 20 range, I would say. Would you see a season 2 of Ahsoka? Fuck yeah. No, I just skipped ahead there, but yeah, fuck yeah. Definitely would. Where'd it go? Oh, here we go. Andre has a cool power. He does have a cool power. I'm not sure. I mean, maybe I need to think outside the box a little bit more, but I don't know if it would be as useful to me. What's up, Ginger? How am I feeling? I'm feeling pretty good today. Feeling pretty good. How about yourself? Kate is the blonde one. I think you meant Jordan. No, Kate, the blonde one, the pusher. Like, she pushes. She makes people do stuff. I meant the one I meant. I'm gonna be starting up Mission Impossible movies next week with my dad. Looking forward to watching reactions as I go. Hell yeah. With Kate's power, I could commit so much crime. Yeah, that's the thing too. Like I mentioned, there's not a whole lot of positive uses for it in the grand scheme of things. Did I know that Doom Patrol is back? Yes, I've been posting about it. Again, for people that haven't been paying attention to my posts or anything like that, yeah, the reactions are out tomorrow. I've already watched both episodes, but I just haven't reacted to it. I'm watching The Goat. Is it going meh? Mercenary, that's why I'm still here, man. Doom Patrol! Finally watched the show now. I'm gone. Are you someone who ships characters or doesn't care? A lot of the time I don't care, but like if there's a pairing that I really like, I will be like, ooh, when are they going to get together? So yeah, I do ship characters sometimes. It just depends on the situation and the chemistry. But I don't get like in the woods about it. What I see is, oh yeah, I already read that one already. That's your top 10. I'll tell you guys what I ship. I ship me with Hera, Shin, Sabine, and Ahsoka. May the Force be with me. Dude wants himself a little harem. I forced that one. Ted Knight and Gen V really said, if there's a goal, there's a hole. Yes, he did. Did you hear the new Doctor Who theme? Murray Gold is back. The music is so good. I have not heard the new theme yet. Or at least isolated. I definitely have not. Oni's reaction to the monkey Jeffrey Dean Morgan comment. Yeah, it was a spoiler too, so that threw me off, and then the context of it definitely threw me off as well. Imagine a Dathomiri Jedi. I would love to see how that would work. I would love to see that. That would be super fun. All right, no reactions to trailers because of the strike, right? Yep, you can still record it, release it after the strike is over. The show will be out by that point at this rate. We're not that far away from when the show's just gonna come out. So we'll be reviewing the show by the time the strike is, I don't know, man. I don't know if the strike will be over by then. It'll probably still be going on because the SAG-AFTRA and the AMTP doesn't seem to be willing to bend the knee on this one. You know, they caved to the writers, rightfully so, as they should have a long time ago, but they're struggling to make ends meet with the actors at the moment. Am I going to play the Walking Dead video game? It takes place from seasons 1 to 4, but you can change the direction of the story. I'm sorry, that game looked awful. From what I've seen of it so far, and it's early, I don't know if it's when it plans on releasing, but what they've showed of it so far looks like the idea is fun. The idea is interesting, but it looks like a slog to play. So probably not. I said that wrong. Omni, before you die, watch Gravity Falls, please. One of these days, we will see. I'm glad Daredevil is actually getting a team. Is he? Oh yeah, that is kind of the idea, right? Spectacular Spider-Man, just one day. Don't have to be soon. Toby had the worst Mary Jane. She literally cheated on every partner in every movie. That's insane. Yeah, in retrospect, she was not cool. Like, yeah, like in the moment, yeah, I still like notice a lot of the problems, but like the more you revisit those things, she's barely a character. When she is, she's not cool. Omni, so they dropped another Rick and Michonne teaser instead of the 15-second random shit. It was 30 seconds of vague random shit. So annoying. Just give me something real with any plot. Oh my god. That's how they do, man. Do you? Do you think Brother Blood from Titans was good? I think the actor was really good. I don't think the execution of his storyline was very good, though. In the end, it had me hooked in the first half of the season, but the second half completely lost me. Batman Venom looks blue all the time. Do the shading. That's true. Another special trailer then. Good vibes. What's up, Christina? Michael, missed you. How's life chugging along? Saw you out there being a celebrity, getting interviewed. I wouldn't go that far. I'm just in a niche little pocket of the internet that decided to poke and prod, and I got somebody was like, hey, talk to that guy. But yeah, I'm doing good. How about yourself, Christina? It's been a minute. It's busy. It's busy. It's been a very, very stressful week, but we're chugging along. They'll still call it woke. Nerdrotic was even calling out Loki episode 1 because it had one Sylvie scene. Dude. I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not not feeding those fucking idiots. If a woman's in it, some people will say it's woke. Yeah, cause Jesus. Anyway, again, it fucking makes me mad, dude. Dude, I saw one comment that got auto-flagged, and just because I enjoyed, Ahsoka, it clearly indicated that they didn't watch any of my critiques of any of the episodes, because they're like, just calling up my reactions fake and moronic, and, you know, that I'm shilling, and all the stuff, which is, like, signs that they're starting to make some progress in the sphere, I guess, if they're starting to be sent my way. But yeah, it's just the most ignorant, dumb shit I've seen. Like, if the second I see comments like that, I just know that they just have a sad, pathetic existence. I'm over here just having fun. And again, even if something's bad, you can still enjoy it. Yeah, you fucking idiots. Joseph Morgan was amazing as Brother Blood, but his best performance is in the originals as Klaus Mikkelsen, such a compelling character. His acting was good as Brother Blood, but he was just I love Brendan and Tegan in Nightwing and Raven. I could see Tegan as Gwen Stacy for the MCU, or Millie Alcock from I was about to say How to Train Your Dragon. Whoopsie. From House of the Dragon. I could see either of them. I think they could fit in nicely. Doing good things. Hell yeah. I've been an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fan for 10 years now. I'm really loving your reactions. Is there a chance we'll get 2 episodes a week in the future? At this rate, probably not. But, yeah. If things ever calm down and I need to fill some space, yeah. But right now, not at all. The Walking Dead choice game is called Walking Dead Destiny, and the graphics are really rough. But I'm a Walking Dead super fan. It'll be the first time getting to play the show scene, so I'll buy it even though I understand people saying F no. Yeah, I definitely have. I'm not. The only Walking Dead games I've played has been the Telltale ones. I've played every one of them, and a couple of my playthroughs are on the channel. But I love those. Have you heard about Season 5 Halo Infinite AI is getting put into Forge and a lot more things in Season 5? It's a good time when Season 5 comes to get back in and just adjusting. I've been seeing a lot of that stuff, a lot of the new changes, tweaks, and stuff like that, and then I'm not a huge Forged guy. I like just going into the multiplayer. I just wish we had more story stuff. They promised more, like, campaign stuff, and nothing since it's released has dropped for that, and that's been frustrating. Like, there's still so many inactive parts of the map which were clearly meant to be things for later that they have done nothing with yet. But yeah, I don't know. I do want to get back into it though. I have been having an itch to go sling some BRs. King can be called the pusher, so no one gets confused. Yup. I mean, that's what that type of ability is called, is pushing. Saw that Ted Lasso is next week. So Giddy, how many you thinking each week? Again, as the schedule says, it is a slot, one a week. It is one a week for every show at the point, unless it is a Netflix show that I'm covering at launch, or they do a double premiere the first week a show returns, like Doom Patrol or Gen V or a lot of those shows. That's the only time I plan on doing multiples of a show in a week. So yeah. Kate is the blonde one, right? The one that makes people do what she wants. Male Jordan is strong. Female Jordan has that push ability. I would call that telekinesis. I don't know. It's like a force. What would you call it? There's a kinetic blast. There's a type of phraseology for that. But I get how you got confused with that. Because the male form is seems to be super strong and invulnerable, while the female form is quick and can exert energy of some sort. And that's just what we've seen so far. I'm just wondering how many different abilities they have between their shifts, their phases. I ship myself with Napoleon from Fall of the House of Usher. I haven't even started it yet. Hey, I think you two would get along. Hey, Raul Coley is a snack, man. So I get it. I don't really ship, but if I like two characters with good chemistry, I'm like you, that you guys would be a cute couple. Exactly. Same. Good. Dude wants him a hair up. I forced that one. Love you, Omni. I didn't even think about that. We're talking about Star Wars, and I was like, and I forced that one. I didn't even think about that one. I like Hera too. Dude, I mean, Hera in the animation already pretty good. But then when you throw Mary Elizabeth Winstead in there, and I mean, you just go up a shit ton of points. Wait, what? Ted Lasso? Yes, indeed. I ship. I just don't ever participate in any of the tags. Yeah, it's a good habit to make right there. For sure. Favors? Chocolate or vanilla? Vanilla. You could definitely do good with Kate's power to influence. Just give it to a good psychologist. Yes, I'm biased. Also, beep. Hi. Yeah, you can, but there's her power, I think, is geared towards slippery sloping. I would abuse the holy shit out of that power, man. Have I seen Monarch official trailer yet? I did, and I'll be watching that. I'll be watching that when that comes out, so keep an eye out for that. Give me Godzilla, MonsterVerse stuff. Plus, there's a new Godzilla movie coming out that same month. I don't think we'll be able to watch it here. I think it's just theatrical in Japan. I don't know the release of it, but a new Godzilla movie, that Godzilla -1 film comes out by then. And I'm trying to find time to watch Shin Godzilla finally, because it's the only Godzilla film I've never seen. But I'll be watching Monarch. I ship myself with Theo Crane. Good lord. Hell yeah. Kate Siegel's a win, man. Who here is ready for Invincible Season 2? Me. Have you seen the Mortal Kombat video showing Omni-Man's moves? Yes. And it was good choices. Good choices. That fatality, I'm so glad they went with that, man. I would have banged the hell out of Sebastian, but his story was poorly executed. I'm blanking on names right now. I'm hungry for Invincible, and I promise I wouldn't spoil it for you, so I'll be back to watch the trailer. Just watch your Am I Dead Reckoning video with the Real Rejects. Both you and John are such good-natured and kind dudes. Oh, thank you, Mr. Crumbles. I love your pic, dude. Oh, is that a puppy or a teddy bear on a duck? I think it's a pup. That's cute as shit. How the fuck does that even happen? Yeah, Omni, I wouldn't mind to see your reaction to the trailer even after the show is out. Just see your initial reactions to the things they already did in the trailer. Yeah, I get it, but maybe. We'll see. Don't engage with ignorance. That's my motto. Oh, sometimes I feel the fight, but I just don't have that energy these days. It's just hide from channel anytime I see shit like that now. Since if you watch the trailer, your episode reaction won't have your first time expression on it. That is also very true. Loki was woke? The fuck? Okay. I don't know, man. I don't know anymore. The word has no meaning half the time. Don't throw hate at me, but I like the Daredevil series, but I don't love it. I get why people do. Charlie Cox is amazing, though. That's probably my favorite live action, second favorite live action superhero piece of media. You think Eric Wallace gets too much hate for The Flash? I think some of it was just completely out of his control. So yes, but he didn't ever really do a great job at show running. He had a lot working against him. So it's hard to tell if he was actually a good or bad showrunner. But the fact is his run is very much so marred. Dude, new Invincible trailer is out. I know, everybody's been mentioning it. I'll be watching it after the stream, but I will not be reacting to it. It's my favorite sitcom. Friends, I'll be there for you. Dude, what's his name? It was Thor Reacts, but it's Nick Reacts now. Dude, his weekly Friends reactions make me give me something to look forward to every week, man. Holy what? Yeah, I just saw the community post too. What are you smoking with the schedule already so full? Also, picking up Ted Lasso, not complaining. Well, yeah, but wow, it won the poll. Severance is over, so we just finished Severance, and yeah, so it won the poll for what show would replace Severance. So Ted Lasso won. Just saw a theory that the kid that Sylvie works with might actually be a young Mobius. I've seen that theory as well, which would be interesting. Which would be very interesting. Honestly, John from RR seems so chill. Like, the whole team is great, but I feel like he'd be the easiest to just vibe with. Dude, I honestly feel like Greg is probably, like, perennially stressed running that channel. Like, I don't know how he gets a moment's reprieve. Like, he's always running on 3 hours of sleep and managing, like, 5-6 other people and all these videos. Like, I don't envy it. In any kind of way, man, but, like, I get it. I love the Telltale Walking Dead game about Lee and Clementine. I loved all of them, man. I thought they were all really good. There was one that was all right. I don't remember which one it was. I think it was the spinoff. It wasn't any of the main ones. It was fun. It was fine. But, like, the main line following Clementine all the way through to the final chapter for the season finale, series finale one. Oh my God, that story was just phenomenal. Clem and Lee season 1 is goated, season 2 is great. After that, it's mixed. I can respect that for sure. Can't even remember The Flash too much. Good TV between then and now. Honestly, I got what I needed for the first 3 seasons. Can't be too critical when you blow through the hoodish. I don't know what that last bit means. But yeah, the first 3 seasons are peak. So I can't be too upset because we got some really cool shit. Sorry I'm late. Glad to make it, everyone. Omni's been loving the Usher vids and like the Real Rejects vid today. Thanks, guys. I'm glad everybody's checking it out. I'm going to have to watch it just to see what's up with how the edit turned out. But I had really fun. I had a lot of fun recording that one. What's up, Juan? How's life been lately? It's been pretty freaking busy. I'm hoping in 2 weeks I might have a weekend where I don't have to do anything. I'll be on call for work, but fingers crossed nothing happens. Knocking on all the wood there, because I won't have anything to record that weekend that I'm aware of. If Titans hadn't been canceled, would I react to it season 5? Yeah, why not? If it hadn't been canceled, I'd follow it to its grave or until I literally couldn't stomach watching it anymore. My daughter is making me get a PS4. What games would be good for me to play with her that I actually might like? Mind you, my skill set is simply clicking buttons until things happen, i.e. Mortal Kombat. I don't know. Guys, suggestions. Go, mobilize. I don't know. I don't do too many multiplayer games, and the ones that I do play are kind of not for the button spammies. Oh, pusher. I like that. Got it. Hell yeah. I'm good with that. Saves me having to binge watch as well. Did you know House of the Dragon is completed filming? I did see that. Will probably air summer 2024. I did see that. I hope it was unmarred by the writer breaks. I know they finished the scripts and they finished shooting all that stuff. So hopefully the scripts were rock solid since they couldn't make any changes, but we'll see what happens. Psionics, it could fall under Psionics, I guess. If we get a season. If we get a season 2 of Ahsoka, would you want Rex in it? Fuck yeah. I don't know how he'd get there, because I feel like if we did a season 2 of Ahsoka, it's going to be it will be on Peridia. Maybe we'll jump back and forth like we did, so it could be pop up, but having him interact with Ahsoka wouldn't be something that I think would happen. We'd probably see him with Phoenix Squadron, interacting with them, or the Republic, if at all, because I feel like the main story of the Ahsoka series is exploring Peridia. New Invincible Season 2 trailer is out. Not a spoiler since it's confirmed by AMC, but Carol will be in Daryl's show, Season 2, then they'll call it... dude, I saw that title. The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, The Book of Carol. I like Season 1, but that title is too much. Dude, and people give Kingdom Hearts shit for the wacky titles. Technically, Street Fighter kicked it off with the weird, wacky titles, but nobody remembers that half the time. Bo and Din, I ship them hard. Din and me, yes. Dude, I would not be upset if that became a thing. I felt those vibes. And Katie Sackhoff, you can't go wrong there. Do you take recommendations for tribute videos of characters you've not watched? What do you mean? Like for characters I've not watched? Or like characters that I'm familiar with? Like a tribute to like Oliver Queen or something like that? Like something like that? Or like of a show I've got no attachment to? I'm just curious, is all. I'm not sure. I just want to make sure I understand the question. Would you have minded if they recast T'Challa? Not at all. But I understand why they didn't. But I felt like they probably should have. And that's no disrespect to Chadwick Boseman. I just think that character means a lot, that it shouldn't be locked down to a single person. And hell, they could have, they could have used the multiverse stuff to bring in a different T'Challa. I don't know how that would have played, but there's a couple ways it could have went. But it wouldn't have bothered me either way. But I do, it's unfortunate. It's another thing that you can't control or predict, and I understand both sides of the argument. It's a very, you can't please everybody kind of thing. So Nick clarifies on that last one. Of shows that I've not watched, I've meant. So tributes to shows that I've not watched. Probably not, because there wouldn't be any context for me. I watch tribute videos for like stuff I know, because I have the context, and like I do some tribute things that will make me weep because they're just so well put together. But like if I don't have any context, if it's one, it'll spoil things to come if I were to ever watch the thing, and then two, sometimes it might even sell it on me, because Naruto, I only ever started it because I saw a music video tribute to the show, and I was like, holy shit, this looks cool. And that's how I got into it. I downloaded an AMV off of iMesh, because there wasn't YouTube at the point, and watched it, and it was wild. Yeah, so like it does work, but like in while doing this, I don't see the appeal of it at this point. Din giving Bo the D? I'm down. Do it with the helmets on. Yes. Clank helmets. Any ideas or theories on what's going to happen in Scream 7? I have no idea. I have no idea. The puppet fight in Gen V was so cool, but I would have loved to see that fight as humans. I get why they did it, and it's funny to me that any of these bonkers kind of off the beaten path superhero shows so far have all had a puppet scene or puppet episode. Like Doom Patrol had one, Legends of Tomorrow had one, Gen V just had one. Yeah, let's do it. We need a musical episode now. I get why people would like Gen V more than Boys Season 3. It felt fresh. I love the Boys, but the whole Kill Homelander plot can feel dragged down and repetitive sometimes. Yes! Yes. I agree. Oh man, I'm only on episode 3 of Gen V, so I'm gonna get spoiled, but it's very entertaining, good music. I don't think we've spoiled anything yet, or said anything too spoiler, except, I guess, the puppet thing, but out of context, it doesn't really help you there. Eric Wallace was definitely a showrunner. He was truly something. I hate Friends. Everyone is so toxic. I mean, that's half the fun. I mean, some of them, yes, but they're not always. I mean, they're very wholesome at times. It runs the gamut. The popular thing to say is everyone's so toxic. In your own friend groups, everybody in your own group, a lot of the times, will run the gamut of being toxic or being there for you. Like, it's just, I don't know. I relate to the show way too much. I love it. It's my second favorite show of all time. But it's the popular thing to rag on it, and when half the things said about it just are contextually out of pocket. But it's not going to be for everybody. Not everything is going to jive with everybody, but I love it, man. Dude, I cried through the entire reunion, almost. You can check out my reaction to that. But yeah, that's my second favorite TV show of all time. Yay! Seeds of Evil 2 just dropped. I'm aware. Just cannot react to it right now. Or, I won't be reacting to it. Bruce. Just want Scream Season 7 to give us a kill in the snow. Hey, could happen, man. Could happen. Something about bloody snow and horror just visually cool to me. It's the contrast. The stark red off of the bright white. It just makes it pop. There's something about it. I'm sure he will. Scream 7 set in Christmas. Let's do it. Yes, Friends, my fave. Trailer for Severance Season 2 is out, and I was a bit underwhelmed. Seems like a lot of new characters on top of a niche hit, but we shall see. I mean, you gotta open things up. You definitely gotta open things up. So, I don't know. I'm not gonna watch the trailer. I don't think I'll watch it. I went into the first season blind as fuck. I think I'll avoid everything about Season 2 going into it. As a patron, can confirm, Greg is always stressed. Yeah, when I talk to him, whether it's on text or over the phone, yeah, he's always ran ragged. I mean, you could just record a reaction just for me. I really don't want to miss your initial reaction to some of the things they show. Oh, you'll see it. You'll see the initial unmarred reaction when the season comes out. That'll be the most pure version of it, because I also won't have any expectations going into it like I did with Season 1. There are rumors that Scream 7 is going to be set during Christmas. Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. Good-ish. Ah, that's what you meant. That's what you meant about the Flash stuff. Yeah, good-ish is a good way to say it. Clem, I will always say, is GOAT regardless of when she was a main character, supporting, or side. Literally top-tier Walking Dead character across all media. Agreed. Hard agree. Do you react every day or take one day and just record 48 videos? I can overload myself real easy, so I try to not do a bunch of videos in a single day. So like, I spread things out. Like, a lot of the shows for the stuff that comes out weekly, obviously I have to do that when it comes out. So like, like with Loki, record it that night, that day. Same with Gen V that night. And then, edit as I can. And then, each one of those nights I do it. For the pre-planned stuff, like, Mondays are like it was my Severance and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. day. So that's when I would do that. Which will now be Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and, Ted Lasso. I'll be done with Twisted Metal soon, so I won't be recording that on Sundays anymore. I record something almost every day right now. Anyway, to just boil it down, but that's not always the norm. But yeah, how adorable is Pop-Tart? Super adorable, but she's getting worse. She's getting worse. So we'll see what happens. I feel like we're counting the days at this point. Maybe not days, but weeks. Don't forget to knock between your legs, so... Oh! Christina. Relax. Are you gonna watch Obliterated? It's the Cobra Kai creators' next show, and the cast is fantastic. I don't know, maybe. Maybe. We'll see what happens. I have to see something that draws me in, but you never know. I can't say anything until it comes out. They only have me right now because it's Cobra Kai and it's part of the Karate Kid universe. It's good. It's good. It's great. It's one of my favorite shows, man. Like, but like something new, there's going to need to be a hook. It can't just be them. So, I'll have to wait and see it first, or see like a trailer or something, I think. Hoping you take a break soon. No one wants to see you burnt out. You already go above and beyond with multiple videos a week. Thank you, Janine. I appreciate that. There are plenty of people that want me to do more, and I just can't. I think it'd be good to get the new director's style for Scream 7. I also like Radio Silence ones, but still looking forward to another freshen up the franchise. Me too, especially considering I just watched Happy Death Day, and the same director is doing that. And yeah, we'll see. I had a lot of fun with Happy Death Day. That reaction will be out in the next week or two, I think. I'm going to try to get it out before Halloween, because Halloween, FNAF is coming out. I'm going to try to react to that. So, yeah. I'm excited to see that style being thrown in there, because I think it's a good fit. Huh? What? Even chickens don't see a trailer for it. House of the Dragon was actually allowed to keep filming and do stuff during a strike, so all of it should be good. Right, they were able to still film, but the thing about the scripts, though, if something logistically doesn't play out, or in the moment, something that was on the page doesn't exactly play well when acted out, or maybe something production-wise falls through and you have to change things around, or you can't shoot a scene because you weren't able to get the set built, you can't change the script. You can't rewrite the dialogue while the WGA was on strike. So while none of them were SAG actors, so they were able to continue to film, they weren't allowed to alter the scripts. So if something doesn't work, they need to readjust a plot to make it streamlined or anything like that. They either have to cut it or roll with it, because they can't change it. Did I watch the Joey spinoff of Friends? I did try, and it just wasn't it, man. It just wasn't it. Oh my god, that sounds awful for Daryl. The shows you've not watched, I meant. Yeah, I saw that earlier. Correction, I did see Severance 2 trailers. I didn't see it. I got my shows mixed up. Well, which one did you actually see a trailer of? Oh, For All Mankind is the one you thought you got confused. Good job. Finished season 8 Doctor Who. Peter's first season, the Doctor was a slow burn, but as it goes along, I warmed up to him. Now I love the Grumpy Doctor. Same. That is true. Hold up, I'll get to it eventually. Nick makes a good point. They can do reshoots now. The writers are off strike. So if they can, they could go back if schedules allow, because that's going to be the big thing. If schedules allow and budgets allow, now the writers can go back and change things. It just depends on where they are in the process. But yes, that is a very good point, Nick. I actually like the way they recast T'Challa. The way it was Shuri is now Black Panther instead of keeping T'Challa. Well, I mean, that's not a recast. That's not exactly a recast, though. Let's see. That's my hope to sell it, but I get it. What was it for? Just curious, Nick. What was the tribute you would have wanted me to watch? That's what made me watch Death Note. Same. Well, Death Note I watched just on word of mouth. I didn't know anything else really going into it. I love Death Note though. Seen both iterations, the live action. Well, yeah, I've seen the live action Netflix movie. I've seen the live action Japanese movies. I've seen the anime in English and dub all the way through, and I've read it. Animation is so good. Puppet is just a superhero gag at this point, pretty much. What's up, Noober? Finished Series 5, really warming up to Smith. My favorite comedic Doctor. Loved Vincent and the Doctor. Oh, dude, that episode always makes me tear up. What really won me over for Smith is his first Christmas special. He was fantastic. Yes, he is. Always wanted to know, does that green helmet open up, or is it just a model sculpt that is just for looks? Oh, it opens up. You can put it on. I've got some photos wearing it. Yeah, you can definitely put that one on. The Master Chief helmet, however, that came with the Halo 3 Collector's Edition, that is literally just for show. Does not go on head. But my Darth Vader helmet and the Green Ranger one, both you can wear. If we get a Season 2 of Ahsoka, would you want to see Marin in Season 2? Since we got a lot of Night Sister stuff in Season 1. I mean, that would be really freaking cool. You would definitely win some major points with a live-action Marin. My God, she is my Star Wars waifu right now. It would fit in very nicely. Just depends on what happens in Jedi, like the next Jedi game, since that's already in the planning phase. Community had a puppet episode. Loved it. I'm happy we're having more villains in the Boys universe now. Yeah, things are opening up, man. Community had all the episodes that ever episoded. Speaking of, did Scrubs have one? I know they had a musical episode. Did they have a puppet episode? I don't remember. I think I need to go. Feeling unwell. Wishing you all the love, wine, and more spoiler-free chat. Well, thank you, Janine. I hope you feel better. Sorry that you're feeling down and out, but take it off. Get out of here. Rest. And hopefully you'll feel better for next week. But take care of yourself. That's the most important thing. Gotta go, Omni. Love you. Take care. I'm gonna rewatch the stream when I'm dying inside at work tomorrow to help the day be better. Hey, if I can do anything, at least that. Make your work day a little more smooth. I'll take it. Take it easy, man. Get better, Janine. Likewise. There was a puppet episode on Angel when Angel turned into a puppet. It was hilarious. Dude, I've seen like one episode of Angel, I think. Well, I've passively existed while episodes of Angel have been on, but I just can never pay attention to it. So I just kind of, I don't know. I could never get into it, man. I could never get into it. I was Angel's pocket of the Buffy universe never hooked me, but maybe I need to try it again one day with having time passed. Haven't even seen Gen V yet. Haven't had the chance to see the Continental show either. I still haven't watched that either myself. Everybody loves puppets. If anyone knows that Deep Cut Drag Race reference, I love you. I don't know the reference, but seems like a accurate statement. In my friend groups, we make fun of each other all the time, possibly a bit too far, but when it comes to the real stuff, we're there for each other, like friends. Indeed. Can't wait for Doctor Who, though. Russell T. Davies revealed that no episode will air on the 23rd. So a Saturday it is. Maybe they'll air one episode per day. Oh, God. Fuck. That would be awful. For me to edit. Wishful thinking, more like when I think about it, though. You don't have a best friend that you always agree with, and if you do, one of you is lying. Who's your favorite arc from Severance Season 1? That Milchek dance scene is one of my favorites. Arc or scene? The scene is great. Dude, that scene, just everybody's awkward dancing in the cubicle space was always a delightful, eerie, but also fun little vibe. My favorite scene, I think, in the let's go with arc. I think favorite arc in the whole thing was definitely Mark's innie, like just his trajectory throughout, and hell, even his on the outside. But if we're talking just individual scenes, I don't know, that last one, the final moments of fucking the season finale. Didn't mean that. Not even real. Didn't mean that Severance trailer. I really tried Friends, but it was too samey. The episodes are so formulaic and the characters aren't written like actual people. Again, my opinion, no shade. See, I think they are. But of the time, I guess, is maybe part of it because, hell, I'm older than the characters are at this point. But I'm of that era. My friends group was very much like that, man. It's a little... I have a hard time watching it now because it's a little too nostalgic. And I just get sad when I watch it these days. But yeah, I still enjoying it through somebody else who hasn't gone through it before is the way I kind of cut that emotional aspect out of it. But I get it. Again, it's not for everybody, and I don't feel like every episode's the same, but it's a sitcom. It has a structure. It's a nature of its genre. But I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I've seen it from beginning to end at least 10 plus times. Over here, eagerly awaiting Andor Season 2. Also salivating for next year's Hades 2 and Dune 2 can't get here soon enough. There's a lot of good stuff coming around the corner summer. Greg doesn't do stunts, but his motivation and love of the audience is Tom Cruise-like. That's true. Did you know much Poe before the show, even if dated? The call-outs have popped up were so brilliant and the cast was brilliant. I mean, have you been paying attention in the reactions, the post and the intros and after? Even during? Yes, I do know a lot of Poe. The only story that got referenced that I didn't know anything about was Goldbug. Somehow I just completely missed that one. Like every other one. Now I haven't read the Arthur Gordon Pym Adventures or whatever it was called. I haven't read that one, but I've read about it. I've read summaries of it. I've never actually read the whole novel, but all the other short stories and poems that have been referenced, yeah, I have read them, was intimately familiar with them, or at least remembered enough to catch a lot of the references. Yeah, Tamerlane, I misheard it when they said that her name was Tamerlane. I couldn't understand it when they kept saying her name. So I was like, is that a reference or no? It sounded familiar, but I couldn't understand it until later what her name actually was until I pulled up the cast list. So I did miss out on at least mentioning that one. I don't remember that poem all that well. I think that one was a poem. I don't think that one was a short story, but Goldbug, I definitely had never read prior to the show. I still had that reference to the Invisible Season 2 trailer that you wanted to watch, but not recorded initially. No, I get you. I get you. Guys, there's disagreeing with your friends and making fun of each other. And then there's not telling your friend that you're married to them because you're insecure. I mean, it's a bit, but I don't know, man. Sometimes friends do shitty shit. Again, it's a sitcom. That's for gags. That's for laughs. That's for guffaws. I don't understand how like somebody watches that and it's just like, it's not realistic. It's fun. It's funny joke. Like unwind, relax. So again, with that context, I mean, you can just record your reaction just for me. Wait, This is a repeat, or did I go back in time? Greg was so stressed about at the time of Capaldi's tenure in Doctor Who. He seemed so out of it, but said he was enjoying it. In some episodes you could see it. That's why I felt like they didn't enjoy it much. Yeah, I don't know. He was just going through so much during that point too. So yeah, it definitely felt like it was bleeding in. A lot of it too, from what he said too, he was just so tired when they were reacting to those, so that he was just like, it was hard to convey his interest. Or maybe that it didn't come across. When two shows are on the same day, I always forget to watch one. And if I watch both, I remember one. Random question, but have you seen Perks of Being a Wallflower? For me, it's quite relatable. I've not seen it. I've never seen that one. I've heard good things about it. I have a vague idea of what it's about, but I've never actually sat down and watched it. I'm out. Take care, Omni. Take it easy, Jamie. Thanks for stopping in. Have a good rest of your weekend. Hopefully see you next week. My bad. Omni knows I stay mentally cloudy with a chance of misspelling. Very, very true. I was trying to help you out as a friend, man. As a friend! Which is why I now watch Loki in the morning and Gen V in the afternoon. Hell yeah. Yeah, sad to hear about Pop-Tart. My grandpa was pretty much passing over the last week, and it's been better for him. Finally passed away today. I'm sorry to hear that, but at the end of the day, they're not in pain anymore, right? The struggle is seeded. Now you just have to find a way to live without. But I'm here for you, man. I've been there plenty times by this point. I don't know how you manage to make time for your job, your personal life, then YouTube and patrons and all that. Like, how does it work? Like, I get stressed thinking about reactors managing time. I don't really have a good answer to that. I just, thankfully, at least with my day job, there are times where it's slow enough for me to sneak in a nap or sneak in or like work on a video while doing other stuff. So like it's an intense juggling act. You know, when it's not like busy like this, it's a little easier. But every now and then, like, you don't know when there's a show that's going to drop or that you're going to need to hop on because everything is insane and people are talking about it and you need to get on the new thing, or just schedules line up and you just get a bunch of shows carpet bombed into your schedule all at once, like this October right now. You just push through and hope that there will be an opening at the end of the tunnel somewhere where you can get some normal rest. Who's Pop-Tart? Your pet? She's my cat. Still miss my dog. He's almost 14. Been almost 2 years. Time flies. Yeah. She's got a tumor in her nasal cavity that we can't really do anything about. So right now we're just trying to make her time last comfortably as long as possible until it's too much. And we need to make that choice, or if it happens itself. I go to bed around 9:30 or 10, so if I watch Gen V 4, I have enough time to process what the F I just watched. I mean, that's a good plan. This is why I don't promise consistency like you. Will get these podcasts during this week when my soul feels it. Got bills to pay and a teen to prevent from getting pregnant. There's a difference between hobby and job. If this ain't your job, you can and should only give what is doable for you. Otherwise, it isn't fun for anyone. Fun anymore, and that's what many excited love reactors gotta understand. Exactly. Like, if I can't make a deadline, I'll roll with it. I will try. I will bend over backwards, but I might just call off work the next day if I'm really push myself too hard. Because they do very much supplement a lot of things at this point, so it's just striking a balance. Like, knowing when a show should take priority over another is also a thing. Like, if I know X show is going to be the one that's going to get more views than the other one, obviously that's the one I'm going to be worried about getting out first. That's why Doom Patrol, I'm not worried about hanging on to that until Sunday. Like, all the stuff I'm dropping this week, Doom Patrol is the minimal priority. I love it to death. I love it to death. It's an amazing show. But, realistically, it doesn't get views. So, it's the short end of the stick in the coverage right now. So, there's also that, prioritizing the things that you need to prioritize. But finding time to sleep is that's the hard part. Consistency dies in my life. How's Rufus not hospitalized after what happened to him in Gen V? Dude, well, Soups kind of have an elevated healing factor just innately on top of their power. So that could be a factor of it. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know. It's a good point. I don't know. Love Capaldi from his first episode. Loved his speech about how after bringing in a T-Rex to Victorian London and the locals immediately killed it. Yeah. He was just a very abrasive doctor. He was very much a 180 from what we were used to. And understandably, a lot of people weren't patient enough to ride out that journey because he completely 180s himself from the beginning when he's introduced to when he exits, which is one of my most beloved arcs for a doctor, is his transition. Omni, if you watch The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the part where his father left and Will saying that he would be better father than his dad and talking to his father, never sent him a birthday cards, that scene's sad. Dude, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, it hits, man. If we're talking about the original, it has its moments, man. It's hilarious, but it definitely has its moments. I never watched the reboot, though. I've never watched the reboot. I meant T'Challa having a kid and him being the new T'Challa that way, recasting. Forgot to add that. All good. It's an interesting way to go, but it's also one that won't pay off for like a while. The Japanese live action of Death Note is so much fun. Even the tweaks and changes were fun. Honestly, it's pretty damn good. I prefer the way they ended Death Note in their live action series of films more than the manga and more than the anime. I think it has a better ending in what they did in the movie than in the actual source material. Klaus Mikkelsen, the Great Evil. Not much spoilers, but a general view of that character. And that was from what show again? The originals, I think, right? I was a little peeved we never saw the adventure of 12 and Clara wrangling a T-Rex. I mean, that could have been fun. You can date any fictional character. Who are you picking? Ooh, that's a hard question. It's also, I mean, that's a tough one, man. Like, I immediately go to Hinata Hyuga from Naruto. Like, if I'm talking date, like genuine relationship, ultimate waifu right there. I don't know. That's probably my default right now. Unless another one creeps up. There's a whole lot of lists, but you posed a question I needed to think about. Did I react to the new Invincible trailer? No. While the strikes are going on, I'm not reacting to any trailers. Because I just don't feel right doing that. I didn't know what I loved most about Matt Smith's Doctor until I watched the Real Rejects reaction to it. Greg says he looks like someone who'd keep me safe, and finally understood why he's my favorite. This is why, to me, like, regardless of my mood, because it can shift, like David Tennant, him, and Capaldi, depending on the day of the week, my favorite Doctor could be any one of the three. But out of all Doctors we've had so far, that reason, and also just his personality, his drive, and the lengths that he will go, and the warmth that he brings, and his chipper nature when he has it, because he does drop it sometimes, but like he's very much grounded. But at the end of the day, I think by the end of all of it, I think he embodies what it means to be the Doctor more than any Doctor has. You know, he feels like the promise he made in that iteration. Sure, he's running from his pain, he's running from his past, he's doing things that maybe aren't best for his soul, but I feel like that's the most Doctor the Doctor has been Doctor, if that makes sense. Nope, don't think Scrubs had a puppet episode. Yeah, I didn't think so. I think I would have remembered that. Hey, Pink Sundoll. Finally caught a whining day. Yay! Hope you're having a good weekend. Thanks for stopping in. It's actually bourbon today, but a little misleading, but it's still an alcohol. We'll take it and roll with it. New Invisible trailer is fire. I think just like with season 1, I'm going to go in completely blind, so I'm not going to watch any of the teases and stuff like that, because I'll be able to react to that. The trailer got ruined for me because Amber showed up, and I thought I was going to puke. That's a little much. You need to hurry up and get with Eve. I also agree with that. And Angel is good. Ironically, the last season is my favorite, even though I think the whole series is good. I'll have to give it another chance one of these days. I have to give it a chance. The Killer Puppet movie was a great puppet from the 80s. Can't recall its name. Puppet Master? Like the army of little creepy puppets? Dude, I used to love those movies, if that's what the one you're talking about. On Bread, No Limit, or anyone else. Seen an Arc. Love Angel, first 3 seasons are the best ones. The only thing different I would have done with T'Challa Jr. is have him be M'Baku's newborn son. That would have been a great arc for M'Baku to go from adversary to naming his kid after T'Challa. That's nice. Caleb in here also, again, dropping some cool pitches. Gen V just makes me want more of the actor playing Sam in other stuff. He's so good. Yeah, he doesn't even have an IMDb. He doesn't even have a wiki page either. So yeah, he's great. I feel like I've seen him somewhere though. I haven't actually looked at his IMDb page to see if he's been in anything else. But he's actually really good. The whole cast is really good, for that matter. Also love the actors that played Marie and Andre in The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. I only watched the first episode of that. I never watched more of it. Haven't continued that. Just because I've seen some backlash about Marvel playing into the absent father trope with T'Challa's son. That's a good point. That's a good point. Didn't even think about that aspect of it. I feel like, Caleb, I feel like you'd be really good at a pitch guy for movies. I think so too. I'm 24, never related to the show Friends, but you need to take it the way it is. It's a fun show with good storytelling, compelling characters, and I love Chandler and Joey to this day. Dude, best bromance. One of the best bromances on TV, man. And as sad as it is, Chandler is my spirit animal. But Ross will always be the best written character in my opinion. Yeah, like, Ross has his moments, man. He can be really petty, but he also has some of the most growth out of all the characters throughout. But it just gets discounted. Like, anyway, I could go on a whole tangy about all that. I'm just waiting for the Young Avengers. I doubt we'll get it at this point. To be honest, have been the only 2 I wasn't familiar with were Tamerlane and Goldbug. Do you think Matt Smith will ever come back to Doctor Who? Probably. I can't imagine. He doesn't seem to have a sour relationship with it. So I would imagine one day, maybe, for a special or an anniversary. I think sure, eventually. Sounds interesting. I want to read it now. I wonder how Bloody Invincible Season 2 will be. Probably very. Good you know pro references. Know nothing when I see your reactions after I get to watch. Yeah, so that's the thing too. Like, it's a catch-22. Except for Goldbug, which even after the fact, I found like a vague way to connect it to the story because I read a summary after the fact. Or like between episodes, I read a summary to try to be like, okay, what's this one kind of about? I still vaguely made connections to that adaptation, but every other episode, because I knew the reference material, had an idea of how the episode was going to play out. Like, because you could also see the setups for future episodes in earlier episodes. It's just really well done. So if you know Poe's work, at least, even like I'd say, even like a surface level, level, there's things to definitely catch up on it. To be fair, a Friends show is a fictional show and a comedy one. Yeah. Yeah, some things just be done for funny. What's your most anticipated film of the rest of the year? Mine's Killer of the Flower Moon, apparently Scorsese's best film in years. I'm really looking forward to it. I hope it comes out here. I really do hope it releases here, because I do want to see it. Outside of that, I mean, hell, what else is there coming out this year? We just did this like a few streams ago. I'm not really excited for any film. I think I'm past. Saw X was the last film I was really looking forward to watching. And that's past. I've seen it. So like now I'm just kind of like, all right, cool. What's coming out? I might check it out. I might not. I'm not hungering for any movie that's coming out that I can think of. Like, I want to see Killers of the Flower Moon. I don't feel like I'm hungry to see it. So I'm not anticipating. I don't think there's a film for the rest of the year that I'm anticipating, if that makes sense. Poe is my favorite Kung Fu Panda character. Fair. If you're saying that about Friends, I wonder how they'd say about How I Met Your Mother. And hey, so glad NPH is in Doctor Who again. Shit, we went back to talking about Doctor Who as always. Dude, NPH, great. I'm excited to see him as the toy maker, man. How I Met Your Mother is a very interesting beast. I've watched it beginning to end maybe 2 or 3 times. I do really, really enjoy it, even if it takes its jabs at Friends once or twice. But I do like How I Met Your Mother. It is very much a little more ridiculous. Rank Marvel shows right now? No. How long is break time into jobs? Huh? Like for my job or just... I'm confused. I mean, I don't get breaks, but I get a lunch, like an hour-long lunch. There's only like, I schedule my time with my clients, so those are kind of negotiated, so I have to work around that. And then times where I have to be on call for any new problems. So outside of those times, I can kind of wiggle things around however I need to. People really have forgotten fiction is meant to be a melodramatic, unrealistic. Sure, when it's grounded in reality, it can add to the story, but it's also not a requirement. Cha. What top list show you haven't seen? I mean, I don't really know. Like, there's not really any shows that I haven't seen that I'm like, man, that's got to be the next thing I'll watch. I don't really have a show that I feel like is that. It was Dark, I would say, but I've now watched Dark, or Stranger Things was high up on that list, but I've now watched both of those. Right now, I guess Ted Lasso is the next best thing, because that's the next thing we're starting. But aside from that, I don't really have one that I'm like, I need to watch this show next. I don't really have anyone I can think of like that. Are there any of your older videos that are still decently getting traffic? I actually haven't paid attention to it, so I don't really know, to be honest. Are you planning to watch the Interview with the Vampire show? Not right now. Not right now. Zero interest at this point. Aren't Soups like somewhat invincible in the boys universe? So Rufus was somewhat okay. Yeah, they all have on top of their power, they all have enhanced physical attributes, like stamina, endurance, resilience, and healing. Like, they all have some level of like increased, like something that sets them apart from normal people outside of their ability. So, yeah. So that's what I attributed him being okay to. Hey, thank you for the super chat, Stephanie. I know you're an X-Files fan. I was wondering if you've ever seen Twin Peaks. Tiny little bit of the show crossover there with David Duchovny. I feel like there isn't enough reactions to that incredible show. Twin Peaks was a little bit, like if we're talking about the original Twin Peaks, was a little bit before I got into that territory. So I've not really seen much Twin Peaks. I know about it. I know some references to it, but I've never sat down and watched it. I know it was the original show was a heavy influence in a lot of ways. It and the Twilight Zone were both heavy influences in the X-Files itself, but I've never watched it or the revival or reboot or whatever you want to call it, because I know it had one, right? Yeah, I'd love to watch it one day, and maybe we shall. Where'd I leave off? Here we go. Baldy gives great speeches. Yes, he does. What's up, Mikey? Just want to drop in and say that I'm really enjoying your reactions to Mike Flanagan's Fall of the House of Usher. I'm glad you're enjoying them. I hope you're doing well, Ian. Glad to see you in here. Hope you're having a good weekend. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping in. I'm glad you're enjoying them. I'm enjoying them. Getting them ready to go is the chore right now. But we'll get through them all. I love to see Omni's face upon seeing Interview with Vampire. I've seen the movie. I just don't have any interest in the show at all right now. Watched The Lighthouse last night. Reminds me of my disappointment with the current film industry. Bring back artsy artistry in films. Dude, The Lighthouse was a wild film, man. It was definitely an interesting thing. And I do kind of feel you with that. I'm right there with you in that respect. Originals, but you asked what the tribute especially. I appreciate that. Okay, that's what I figured. Thank you, Nick. Favorite Doctor is still 9. Underrated Doctor? Definitely not one of my favorites, but definitely underrated. I think it was an easy date with one of the X-Files creators. I mean, that does definitely help. Having lunch with the creator, Chris Carter, as well as writer, producer, Frank Spotnitz. They were both at that same dinner. Me and a couple of people from the convention had dinner with them, and oh man, great day. I've ever watched the Scream TV series. The first 2 seasons are great. Third one you can totally skip. It's a dumpster fire and doesn't connect to the first 2 seasons at all. I, on principle, decided to personally boycott that stuff because I thought it was an affront to the concept of the movies. So I've never seen anything about it. I've heard some good things, I've heard some bad things, but the mask, man, dude, I hate that fucking mask. But yeah, I've never watched it. So I can't speak too poorly about something I haven't seen. I'll just tell you at the time and currently, I just don't have an interest to check it out. But that could change in the future. You never know. Is that why you didn't react to the Doctor Who trailer? I mean, that's part of it for sure. But the other part was I watched it. I watched it while it was out. I wasn't even home when I watched the trailer. I was like, oh, that's neat. And I watched it. It was in what, 4x4 or 4x3, and I was like, ah, that's not cool. That's cool. It's exciting, man. It was a hype trailer, but yeah, I just had no energy to record it anyway. How did the Spider-Man theme songs make you feel about all 3 Spider-Men? I mean, the only one that really stands out to me is Sam Raimi's. I think I'm gonna go. Planning on watching a horror movie every night of October. Still need to do that. Don't know what though. Was fun being here and have a great rest of the stream. Thanks, Bo. Thanks for stopping in and have fun with your spooky horror night. Pick a good one. Who's my favorite classic Doctor? It's probably basic to say it, but Tom Baker, 4. But I do really love, like, runner-up is Troughton, Doctor number 2. I was delighted with him as the Doctor. He was, I don't know, he had this youthful, like, but all-knowing kind of elegance to him. It was very similar to Matt Smith in a little bit of a way, but like I really like Patrick Troughton. But I would have to say if I had to pick one out of all the classic Doctors, it would be Tom Baker. Barry. I don't know if she's awake. She's been awake fucking all goddamn night. I don't know if she passed out and she's just now popping up. Maybe she fell back asleep again anyway. I don't know, but her sleep schedule got fucked up last night. Doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of just messing shit up, fixing things. Both doctors. Puppet Master. Knew it. How would you feel about the Toymaker scene about him as a big being on the sky, pulling the strings while the 14th is held captive? Talking about the new trailer, of course. I mean, I don't know what to think about it. It looks intense and crazy, and I'm looking for something to go a little bombastic and bigger. I love when it pulls into the old stuff too. I'm still hanging out for us to finally dive into the Valeyard stuff though, but who knows when that'll come. Yeah, Sam has that face that looks very familiar. Same with Ethan, I think, from Scream 6. Yes, very true. When I saw Classic Toymaker, I was like, heyo, it's Michael Go. Freaking Alfred from 89. Oh, I didn't even put that together. You're right. Holy shit. I didn't even put that together, man. The guy who plays Sam in Gen V looks a lot like Jack Champion, who was Richie's brother in Scream 6. Might just be me, though. I don't see the similarity between those two, like a little bit, but I definitely didn't think that. Y'all distracted me from pumping this gas. It's too ouch for this. I feel like the actor who plays Sam in Gen V might just be one of those cast as Quicksilver. He looks like he was running to be cast in. I mean, he wouldn't be too bad. He wouldn't be too far off from it. He has some similar features to Evan Peters, but hell, maybe if we get a new one. Matt Smith has always said he'll return. I think he's actually in the 60th too. David Tennant said there are a lot of faces coming back other than what we saw in the trailer. Dude, if he comes back as 12, I will die of joy. I had a dream once I was in Invincible and I wore a red shirt and a black cape, and you were there in a light green and with me, white suit with me, and we got hit by a flying train. Sorry, man. Hey, if we have to go down, at least it's with the train. Napoleon's coming out. I don't give two shits about that movie, man. I haven't seen the trailer for it, to be fair, but I've got nothing about that is pulling me towards it. But who knows? There's a lot of movies like that when I actually watch the movie, I'm blown away by it, but I'm just not, I don't have any drive to watch that movie. But I probably will regardless. I'm slightly sad about the 60th anniversary specials because Russell T Davies don't expect Rose to make a cameo. Not even seen with Human Doctor and Rose together in that alternate world. I mean, I feel like we can healthily move past that point. This is really, I don't know. Like, it would be great, but I don't think it's needed at this point, if that makes sense. Did you hear about the new Power Rangers reboot, and how do you feel about everything being centered around Tommy instead of Jason? I've not heard about this. I heard that there's a new script being pushed around for a new Power Rangers series, I think films or something, I don't remember, that Hasbro's working on, but the details of such I haven't seen anything about. I mean, that's probably the smarter move realistically, because Tommy's the more popular character, but I don't really like the thought, but they could definitely make it work. Damn, had to move a whole other damn pump because I didn't pull up to the right side. Always doing this shit. That's the worst. Let's see. Napoleon's break. It's the only other one. Looks incredible. Of course there is. There's a Lost. Always Lost. Come on, man. I mean, Lost exists, but I don't think it's on my top I need to watch kind of shows, you know? Typically, workers get 50 minutes to punch out for lunch if you work on a punch card schedule. And then there's 10 minutes of break that is automatically taken out of your schedule for restroom breaks. Yeah, I think that's the whole schmegel and all that. Like, I get an hour-long lunch, but, like, I don't have scheduled breaks. But any other time I'm not on front line, I'm not working a ticket, and I'm not on a call with a client, I have wiggle room to do what I need to do, whether it's work on something, or if I don't have anything to work on, or if I'm waiting on responses, I can kind of have some time to do whatever I need to do. Because I have at least the benefit of not being at the office or an office, because they closed it at my branch. So I'm just here. So that's some luxury that I have in that aspect, at least. If you want a film to watch, please watch Past Lives. I'll have to look into it eventually, man. It keeps coming up, but I still don't really know anything about it. Have I watched The Bear? It's surprisingly actually really good. No, but people do keep recommending it over and over. But we'll see what happens. Right now, man, what comes next, unless it's something I see that I'm like, fuck yeah, I gotta watch that. Or something that's already kind of in our genre wheelhouse, or something I'm personally already invested in. Like, I've been a Godzilla fan since I could watch movies. So that MonsterVerse movie, Monarch, I'll be there for that. Because hell yeah, how would I not be? Like, stuff like that, I would just be naturally drawn to it. So that stuff is like kind of preset that I will definitely cover. Anything that I've missed out on or has passed me by, that's all up to the polls at this point. Smokers also get 115. Oh, that's interesting. That must be a newer rule, or maybe that's isolated to certain areas. I don't think we have that, or at least I don't remember. Hasn't been here yet. And yes, I'm aware it's not a movie, but they were talking about other shows that I would react to, like Lost and stuff like that. Caleb, I'm aware it's not a movie. It's an Apple TV show. All right, I'm gonna go now. Have fun, y'all. Take it easy, Bo. Again, thanks for stopping in. Twin Peaks is so good, I always forget it, though, when I'm suggesting it. So few reactions, man. Have I seen the Hannibal show? I feel like you'd like it. It's an amazing show. If it comes into my brain, I always try to push that show. I love it. I watched it before I started up the channel and stuff like that. So like it's amazing, man. I think I made a review of it. I think when season 3 ended. Not when it ended, when I finished it, because I was definitely behind. I feel like I made a video about it. I did a Hannibal series review at one point. Yeah, I love that show, man. I really hope maybe eventually we will get that fabled season 4. After I rewatch the Doctor Who renewals, I get to watch the classics, which I don't own or have any streaming service that has them, but I will from the 1st of November. I watched them all on BritBox, and I don't know if that's still a thing, but they were all on BritBox. That's what I originally used when I did my classics watch, but it's been like 7 years ago now, something like that. Sips drink. Omni, how you feeling about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? I'm having a lot of fun with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., man. Like, I'm enjoying the shit out of it right now. At my last job, I told my boss I was a smoker and just went outside and sat in my car for 15 minutes. That's smart. Smart. When he pressed me on it, I just said that my lawyer told me to say I'm not legally required to smoke on a smoke break. Oh my god, dude. That's it. That's funny. Please send all complaints to my manufacturer. Definitely not right now, but in my opinion, as someone who read the books of TV shows Interview with the Vampire, it leaps and bounds above the very watered-down movie version and exquisitely written. See, I've never read the books. I've never been into that pocket of literature. I've never seen it, other than the original movie. I've never seen anything that tapped into that world, because it's all what's the name? The author's name? I don't remember. But I've never really dived into that pocket. But maybe one day. Maybe one day. How pissed were you about the recent death in Chucky episode? I don't know that I was pissed. I was just disgusted. I was not happy. I felt sadness and a hint of emptiness. Like, I think you could just see me in the reaction, my soul just leave my body when that happened. I was like, fuck off. I was just, it was just despair. Completed the first season of The Third Doctor. Do you remember the story Inferno? My goodness, what a story for that time. See such a dark ending in the current Doctor Who. My mind. Blew my mind. Like if we're talking the classic, yeah, The Third Doctor, I don't remember. I vaguely remember. It's too many. There's barely anything I remember because I feel like I went through them all so fast. Very few actual storylines stuck in my head. There's a few moments that definitely live on, but like, I don't remember too much. When you work from home, you take a break whenever the fuck you want, pretty much. I want a Darkwing Duck movie. I'm still waiting on that reboot TV show they promised us that they said they were working on. Where is it? Give me my Darkwing Duck. If you love the Scream movies, I'd definitely watch the third season. And just the third season, it made it more of the spirit of the movies and was more the movies style mask. Quite the opposite of what was mentioned before. I don't know, man. Maybe one day I'll give the series a chance. Who's my favorite or least favorite Doctor? Both from classic and the revival. Favorite Doctor, if I had to isolate it down to a single one, would be Matt Smith. And my least favorite Doctor is probably, shit. What's his name? Where are you at? Just give me a list, please. Where are you at? Fucking Colin Baker. Colin Baker is probably my least favorite. Like it's, yeah, I think it's pretty easily him for me. The first two seasons were just your typical slasher. Don't get me wrong, they were good story-wise, but they didn't have that Scream formula. That's fair. What do you think of Doctor Number 7? I think a lot of peeps didn't like Colin Baker at all. His personality was so freaking grating. 7, Sylvester McCoy, I really liked him. I thought he was delightful. The way he went down, though, was brutal as fuck. And Matt Smith said he kind of based it on Troughton, minus John Pertwee so far. Haven't reached Tom Baker. I like Tom Baker a lot. John Pertwee also, he kind of rubbed me a long way because he's kind of an asshole. And he never really comes back around from it. He's definitely an acquired taste from what I remember. You're a DC villain. Which hero do you want to fight? Ooh, can I just choose none of them? Can I be a villain that just kind of like does his own thing and try to stay quiet and nobody bothers me at all, ever? If I had to fight anybody, let's fight Zatanna. I'd love to have her coming after me every time of the week. Yeah. And if we get Matt Smith as the Valeyardness, oh, that would be awesome if he came back and he was the incarnation of him that was a Valeyard. Let's do it. Hell yeah. I just want the Valeyard eventually. I just want that storyline to come in again somehow. I'm gonna watch Paul Dano's next movie called Dumb Money. If I have time, it's out already, and I haven't had time to see The Creator, and I haven't had time to see that. And like I said before, I saw Saw, but I haven't even had the motivation or time to put forth energy into putting out a reaction or a review for that, because I loved it. I loved that movie. It was really good. But I just haven't had the time to put it out, and it's already been out for like 2.5 weeks now, so fuck. I was kind of put off by Michael Goff's toy maker. A white dude wearing a vaguely oriental outfit was, that was weird. Yeah, when I saw that, because I don't think BritBox had those episodes. I don't think they had those in entirety, so they didn't air those. So I had to read the summary for the stuff that they didn't get, like the full detailed breakdown of each of the parts. So I don't think I had actually ever seen what his toy maker looked like until I saw the images floating around here recently. What's up, Christian? Late as always. I'm just so stunned that Doom Patrol is back that my sense of time is off. No problem. No worries. But our reactions will be out tomorrow. But, man, I'm not at the end of the chat, and I'm going to have to pop off here soon. I'm going to try to speed through some of these. Five Nights at Freddy's, isn't that being released any day now? It comes out the 27th, both on streaming and in theaters. Looks bad, in my opinion. Napoleon, it won't be historically accurate, but everybody walking away with it thinks it is. Never look back. My hype isn't necessary, and there are more untold stories to tell. Fair enough. There's going to be a comic where the Justice League fights Godzilla. I'm pretty sure they've already done that once before. Feels very familiar. Sean Pertwee looks so much like his dad. If they ever needed a third Doctor back, the good point. While he's still kicking around, they could always bring back him to play his father. For those who don't know, that is Alfred from Gotham. Who's our favorite horror villain of all time? Michael Myers. Who's my most favorite member of the Power Rangers? If we're talking the OGs, favorite Tommy. Least favorite? I don't want to pick a least favorite. I mean, honestly, at the damn. I mean, at the time, maybe Billy. If we're talking the originals. Lost is overrated. Do you feel safer living in the Marvel Universe or the DC Universe? I probably feel safer living in the Marvel Universe. Let's be real. What's up, Ragu? It's been a while. Speed reading your comments. I've been watching the Rugby World Cup. We got knocked out tonight. Damn it. How dare you? Do better. You'll love it. Lost is amazing. Those layers, good characters. People diss on the last season, but there's a reason why that happened. Love the Blind Waves reaction to it. Okay. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Surprised it's not on Max, though, with the Legendary breaking things off with WB after Doom Part 2. I expect things in the MonsterVerse and Doom franchises to go to other distributors. That's pretty much how things are going to go now. WB really shot themselves in the foot with that deal by being the fucking those assholes that they were. They're still on BritBox a few months ago. Watch them on there. Hell yeah, BritBox is still a thing. Just don't own it. Pray for me, according to the new Hugh community. It's Torchwood Season 4. Not looking forward to it, but gotta do it. Oh my lord. Fun. The new Power Rangers reboot currently plans to introduce Green Ranger as the reader, and in my opinion, doesn't make any sense, but hey, we'll see how it goes. I mean, just off the cuff, I don't like the idea of it, but if they make it work, they make it work. We'll see what happens. BritBox is still a thing. Classic Who's still on there. Interview with Amber is extremely overrated. But not more. There's not more nuanced, and I think there's more of the same shit. Better things out there. Fair enough. Wait, second Green Ranger joins the team last, and then kind of supposed to kill the Rangers under Rita's command. Yeah, they really botched the entire storyline, or recontextualized the Green Rangers everything, doing it that way, when you think about it. BritBox is how I get caught up on Death in Paradise. The PR rumors are true about making the Green Raiders real. Nah, I'm sorry. Red's the leader. Tommy could be Red, but Green shouldn't be the leader. Time to die. Lasai. Hope you have a great week. Looking forward to your reactions this week, Omni. Remember, kids, water your flowers, mow your lawns, and stay safe and sane. Oh yeah. Take it easy, Christina. Thanks for stopping in. A lot of people didn't love Colin Baker at all. I don't know how I feel about a TV show reboot of the Power Rangers. I mean, it might be perfect time given the next Super Sentai show to adapt switch to CGI Rangers. That's a weird look. Ew. Ugh. Like having no use of footage with 4-year-old CGI effects. Oh, that'd be awful. I don't want a reboot of the universe at all. I just want them to go into it and stick in the universe that exists. John Pertwee Doctor was stuck on Earth. I mean, that's not... I mean, I get that, but like even when they got off of Earth, like he carried that along, if that makes sense. I actually love Colin Baker. He's so theatrical. I love the Fourth Doctor during his first 3 seasons, but then he got very flanderized. Are you not in the same city as the Rejects? So far, your reactions with him are online. No, I'm in West Virginia. They're in LA, so that is definitely a big old no. We're nowhere near each other currently. I'm assuming the Valeyard arc is being saved for the final season. 30 years down the line, of course. Oh my god. Probably. Gonna kick rocks or drink something and found her while. Love you all. Bye. Take it easy, Sean. Thanks for stopping in. Doom Patrol's back. Damn, I had no idea. 2 episodes. They're already out. Go check them out. Ragu. Speed reading time. Hope you have a good afternoon. Be safe, stay sane. Start out there. Hell yeah. Take it easy, Summer. Thanks for stopping in. How did you and John watch Mission Impossible the way you did it? You guys just like press play at the same time? Sorry for asking this much. It's really cool. Wow. Amazon has, like, if you both own a movie through Amazon Prime, you can do a watch party. One person hosts it. They control the controls for the video. You both watch it, and then we talked through Zoom and we just recorded ourselves to our own. I actually went over this in the beginning too. Forgot about that. That's how we pulled it off. We each recorded our own camera. We talked through Zoom, and we watched it through Amazon Prime. Yep, posted 2 episodes today. Thanks for a great live stream. Have a great rest of your weekend. You too, Ginger. Thank you so much. I'm so mad at these studios we've had gotten dude next month. Fuck's sakes. Agreed. Same. Guys, studios, make your deal. Concede. You're wrong. Stop it. Get help. Anyway, love you guys. Thank you all for stopping in. Got more reaction shite to edit today, and also just some errands to run, but we'll get it all done. We'll get through this crazy next week, and hopefully I can breathe a little bit more openly. But thank you all for tuning in, having fun, dropping some chats. Thanks for the super chats, the conversations, and I will see you guys next week for more. Take care, everybody.